Hello. So, chapter 9, dealing with copyright and fair use. Um, a lot to take in, a whole lot. And things I was surprised on. Yeah, there was a lot of that too, but I'd say the area that I was most surprised was just how strict the copyright laws can be, especially when you're talking about like for educational use within the classroom. Um, I'd always thought that um, a teacher could use like most of the materials for instructions for free, or at least they could freely use them. But I learned that that's not always true. Like copying an entire chapters from a textbook, but really like showing a full length movie, even for instruction, it can still violate copyright if it exceeds the fair use limits. That was that was a big one for me because I can't tell you how many times that as a student and even working as an educator, like you bring in a movie or you show a movie maybe for like an end of the year party or something like that. I was also surprised to learn that just giving credit to like the to give it just giving credit to to the person whose art whose work it is, it doesn't automatically make something fair use. That was surprising when I did research and found that out. And just learning more about like the factors of fair use, like purpose, nature, the amount that you use and the effort on the market. All of that has to be considered for it to fall under that. So, in my experience, I've seen teachers and probably myself unintentionally break copyright laws, kind of in small ways, but they're typically all the same. Like for instance, like photocopying a full workbook or like posting copyright worksheets or reading online classroom platforms instead of like purchasing the student copies. Other ways like streaming movies or videos without having like the proper license for it, or going over the length of time that it is that you have to have for it to be fair use. And I think you know that we just don't realize that these rules are in place, to protect the creator's right, and not necessarily to make it tougher on us educators. But it is a big deal. You know what I mean? It can lead to you don't ever want to put your school or your school district in a situation where they're dealing with legal consequences for anything. You know what I mean? Especially when you're dealing with something as simple as making sure that you're using someone's work in the proper manner. When it came to the quiz, ah, I scored. It was like a 44%. I scored a 44%. But in all fairness, I probably should have read more before I took the quiz. That was one of the first things that I did. I think the question that surprised me the most was the ones about like the song, like the national anthem. I think that one was the most surprising. The one about the national anthem and how they explained that although Francis Scott he's long gone, whoever composed it or arranged it, were probably still alive, and to just make copies of that, it kind of violates that right. So yeah, that was something that really surprised me because you think of the national anthem as it's America's national anthem. Everyone sings it at sporting events and things of that nature. So you think, oh, it wouldn't be a big deal to record it and play it in the classroom. But all in all, I definitely learned a lot this chapter, and I look forward to learning more in the future chapters. Thank you.